we are in Canto 2, chapter 7, and we have completed till verse 5. So we are going to do verse 6 onwards, but one small recap of verse 5. Now in verse 5, it is mentioned that the Lord takes the form of the 4 children of Brahmaji as well. So we have these 4 kids who are basically, they are eternal in that sense. They are Sanaka, Sanat Kumara, Sanandana and Sanatana. So these are the 4 children that are born. Now these are supposed to take ahead the knowledge of the Lord, which is basically the divine knowledge in the form of Vedas. They are eternal in nature. So they come about, and this is during the ancient times where the truth was hidden. So they come up with an idea of preaching the world about the truth, and that is why they are there. So that was the last thing that we did last time. So today we are going to continue with the incarnations that came about. Some of the incarnations we are tackling, that is only just a small one verse, but we will be doing them in detail in the future. All right, so let us start with verse 6 onwards. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, chapter 7, verse 6. To exhibit his personal way of austerity and penance, he appeared in twin forms as Narayana and Nara in the womb of Murti, the wife of Dharma and the daughter of Daksha. Celestial beauties, the companion of Cupid, went to try to break his vow. But they were unsuccessful, for they saw that many beauties like them were emanating from him. That is Sri Krishna himself in that particular avatar as Nara and Narayana. Great stalwarts, like the verse 7 says, great stalwarts like Shiva, Lord Shiva, by their wrathful glances, overcome lust and vanquish him. Yet they cannot be free from the overwhelming effect of their own wrath. Such wrath can never enter into the heart of him, the Lord, who is above all this. So how can lust take shelter in his mind? So here we are talking of 2 avatars of the Divine Lord which came about, which is called Nara and Narayana. Now, this is not the original Narayana which we are talking about. That is in the unmanifest domain. This is in the manifest form. Today we are also going to learn about one more form of his, which is called Hayagriva. Hayagriva form is also the Lord himself as well as the demon. So these are 2 separate forms, but we will understand them in a different manner. So just now what we are concentrating is the form called Nara and Narayana. Now Nara and Narayana were born from the Divine Lord's grace itself. Now they came about through the womb of a Rishika. That means the Rishi that is concerned over here is the wife of Dharma. Who is the wife of Dharma? The wife of Dharma is Murti. From her womb comes Narayana and Nara. And this is the daughter of Daksha, the wife of Dharma, the daughter of Daksha, celestial beauties in the companion of Cupid. Now what happens is, the moment a man is born, you will be amazed to know that the man immediately starts his lusting. I am talking about a man, a male. Now it may not appear to you like that. Or you may say he is a child, he is just playing pranks, or he is just, when he looks at the mother, he is like this. No. Please don't mistake this. The action called lust exists in every human being that is man, the male version of it. And he is going to exhibit it very soon in his life. He may be 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, does not matter. Lust is a part of his life and he exhibits it. You can ask any teenager, a male, you will find that he is a very lusty person. It is literally a defect inside a human being, the male version of it. For what purpose? You will find that the male versions of all the species are like this only. So here, Nara and Narayana are being tested. Just like all these other males that I spoke of, they were tested by Cupid. And they're saying that, okay, I will send this girl, I will send that girl, I will do this, I will do that. And lot of temptations are put in front of them. But he is the Lord himself. The Lord doesn't get carried away. Remember, he is the one who creates these beauties. So where is the question of getting carried away by an external beauty? And that too a beautiful woman. It doesn't work like that. A similar thing happened with Shiva. Now Shiva, after his wife passed away, if you remember the story of Sati, now after Sati passed away and the entire thing came to an end, then it so happened that the gods thought that we should ask Shiva to get married once again. But Shiva declines. He says, no, I am not keen on that. I would rather be a yogi, sit in the mountains. Now every god decides that no, this cannot be, so we have to go and tempt him. And that is the reason why they sent Cupid over there. Say, go tempt him, show him all these wonderful things in the world. And then Cupid is turned into ash. I think you know the story. So the reason is very simple. You can't tempt the Lord. The Divine Lord cannot be tempted. Now, but the difference between Narayana and Shiva is anger. You see, Shiva gets very angry with it. And when he gets very angry, he destroys Cupid. The Narayana avatar is never angry. The difference between these two avatars is there. Somebody provoking you and you getting angry can cause you further miseries in life, for which then you have to do tapascharya. Did you get that whole idea? In case of Narayana, he doesn't have any anger in his being. And because he doesn't have anger, he doesn't have to exhibit anything. If the Cupid creates one beautiful woman, Narayana from his being creates another beautiful woman. It doesn't matter to him. I hope you understand. What is the remedy for all this? The remedy is simple. Don't get provoked even on provocation. And provocation comes in the form of various things. Lust, greed and all those things. You will be enticed everywhere, Come to me, come to me, come to me. There is no need of falling for that enticement. Why is it important to fall for that enticement? Now, a small diversion over here just for understanding this. The entire essence of a man, which means the entire spiritual essence of that divinity, that person who is there, is in the semen that is there. This is in the Tantra Yoga. The semen is the Entire genesis, the whole idea is in that. And when he loses it, whether he does have relations with a woman or on his own, whenever he loses it, he is losing his spiritual charm that is there. That means the growth that he is supposed to have goes down the drain. The way in which the yogis pull up this upwards, not releasing it in this world, is extremely important. It is called ojas. I don't want to go deeper into that subject, but just to tell you this much, it is not good to release it if you are on the path of spiritual. That is why you will find that only the highest spiritual being stays away from anything that entices him, which is called lust and greed. If you are lusty, finished. If you are greedy, finished. So those who are now, many a times people have come and asked me this question. But Guruji, I am a married person, I have a wife, I have children and this and that. So what am I supposed to do? So in that case, my answer is very simple. If you are interested in spirituality, if you already have children, then what is the need for you to continue to have those escapades every time? Oh, because my wife says so. Well, in other things you are not taking your wife's advice. In this thing you are taking your wife's advice. How does that sound to you? This woman is telling you what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. Eat this, don't eat this. Go here, don't go there. This has to be done like this and that has to be done like that. It's the root cause of your misery. You can never grow in your life. Please understand this. Think on these lines. That if you have a family with you, your wife, your children are there in one place, you get an opportunity to grow in your life. And you are supposed to go and stay somewhere else alone. And in that world, your growth, physical, mental and everything can happen. The wife can say to you, we are here, you are going to be there, how is it going to work? I don't understand and this and that. Then what is going to happen? You are sacrificing your entire career and life for that family of yours, which we saw in our scripture last week itself, how the family treats you. Very soon you are going to face the music, don't worry. Because they are there only to take money from you and just, do this, do that, do this, do that, that is all. This is the way how it is done. So in the spiritual world, if you are connected with a woman, growth is not going to be there for you. Which is understood by this, where Nara and Narayana, they are enticed. And yet they are not falling for it. In a similar story, Shiva does not fall for it, but he burns down Cupid, which is his anger. There is no need for any person to get angry. You have to learn to say no many times. If you are a weak-willed person, you will not say no. Okay, let us see, okay. That okay is going to be a cause of your misery very soon. No okays. You are not proving yourself to be a man. If you are a king of a land and if you are going to ask all your, prime ministers to everybody, including your wife, should I attack this king or should I not attack this king? Or what should I do if somebody is standing on my this thing? Okay, somebody has to be like that. In the case, I will ask my wife and come whether we should attack this country or not. I mean, think on these lines. Then how are you ruling the country, sir? You don't go and ask someone like that. You are not showing your leadership skills. Then you are not a man of the house. You are an idiot in the house. One unpaid servant. If you are going to listen to everything that is being said. So here, understand one thing. Even in case of a woman, if she is the one who runs the house, there is no need for her to keep on asking, should I buy this, should I not buy this, should we do this, should we not do this, why is this like this, why is that like that. If Meloni or somebody like that who are the prime ministers or presidents of some country, if they say, oh no, I will have to go and ask my husband over there. Do you think that is good enough? Do you think Macron asks his wife? Huh? Or do you think Narendra Modi has some woman who will, oh, I want to go and ask her something, or Mr. Putin asks? See, I have taken these names, I have not taken one name. Understand one thing in this world very clearly. If you are an idiot who is run by strings from behind, you are a miserable person. You are never going to grow in your life. You are always going to be an unpaid servant in your own house. And the misery of being an unpaid servant, you have to understand. So even if you are a woman of the house who runs this family, you don't have to take advice from idiots. If they are wearing the apron in the house, the man in the house is wearing the apron, you don't go and ask your servant in the house, can I do this or can I do that? Do you do that? No. At least have the guts to take some decisions on your own. So this is something which we have to understand. Narayana doesn't go and ask anybody. He doesn't fall for a woman. He is not looking at whatever her beauty is there, top or the bottom. We have idiots in the world, Instagram. Oh, let me scroll through Instagram. What is the Instagram full of? Utter nonsense. We are not here for that purpose. If you sincerely want a growth, and don't get angry when somebody rebukes you or somebody, teases you. Does not matter. Who cares for that damn thing? Understand this. You don't have to fall for it. And that is what he says. Great stalwarts like Lord Shiva can by their wrathful glances overcome lust and vanquish him. Yet they cannot be free from the overwhelming effect of their own wrath. Such wrath can never enter the hearts of him, the Lord, who is above all this. So how can lust take shelter in his mind? Tell me which God on this planet Earth today, the three main gods, did he ever fall for lust? Did they? Only Brahmaji. Nobody else. That is why he has no temple in India. Except one. The rest of the gods are very strong. One doesn't have any children only, but he has avatars. The other one has children, but the children are not born from all these kind of lusty activities. Understand this. There is a reason for all this. They do not let their own manliness, which we call manliness in English, go down the drain. It's a very difficult subject for me to teach, but I will not teach this kind of a subject, but I just gave you an understanding. So now let us move to the next one. So we are doing verse 8. Being insulted by sharp words spoken by his co-wife of the king, even in the presence, Prince Dhruva, though only a boy, took to severe penances in the forest, and the Lord, being satisfied by his prayers, awarded him the Dhruva planet, which is worshipped by great sages both upwards and downwards. Now here there is another form which he takes, which he is granting. Dhruva. With Dhruva means the planet which we call as a pole star. You know the pole star is there? So we are discussing about pole star just now. It so happened in the past there was a king. Now the king had married one princess. Now he had a son from her. That name of that son was Dhruva. Okay. But then because of lust he falls for another woman. Okay. And he marries her as well. So when he marries this woman, she has children. And now it so happens that she will never allow the first wife child to come near the king. She was that kind of a queen. She will sit on the throne and not allow the other woman to sit on the throne. Though both of them are equal, but no. So the first wife's son, Dhruva, one day when he says to his father, "Can I sit on your lap?" The queen over there, that is the second wife of his, gets very angry and throws him out. The king doesn't say a word. You understand how a man is, no? He is chicken in front of his wife. He cannot utter a word also. He won't even say a word in front of his wife. The henpecked husbands are like this. They will keep their mouth shut. So here we have this henpecked king, and what does he do? He doesn't say anything to his son. And then she says, "My son will take the throne, so let him sit on the lap of the king." And she calls her son and the son sits over there. The elder wife's son, Dhruva, gets very upset. He says, "What is this? Why am I not allowed to sit in my father's lap? I am also a young child. I also want to be, I want to be loved by my father. Why is he not doing so?" So he asks around, and then he is told that you have to go and ask Vishnu for a place where you cannot be moved. Nobody can say anything to you. So he goes to the jungle and he prays to God. So when he prays to God, the Lord stands in front of him and asks him, "What exactly do you want, son?" So he says, "Give me a position in this place where nobody will be able to move me, because see, my stepmother, she threw me out." So he says, "Okay, after this you will be born as a star, and that star will be called the pole star, Dhruvatara. Nobody can move it from the sky, so it is kind of a permanent." Now this is a mythical story, no doubt about it. But please understand this is how the world is. When you need something, when you want love of your parent also, the parent is motivated by something else. The favors granted by his wife or the favors granted by somebody else. He doesn't look at that child as he can take the child close by. We have a lot of parents in this world who treat their children like this. They don't love their children. They love their position in this world. "Oh, I am like this. I can't do this in front of other people." What do you mean by that? You can't show love in front of other people? Or you cannot show that you are a good father? No, I go to work, I give them money. Money is not the criteria. Genuine expression of love is very important in life. It is for those who are parents or those who are children also. The children want some kind of an attention. We have to give them, we have to talk to them nicely. Not pander to the children. Please don't pander to your children and give them gifts on gifts and gifts and gifts and gifts. No. You are going to destroy their life. Show them the value worth. If you are the king, are you not understanding the value on this life? So give them value lessons. lessons which will help them grow in their life properly. I hope you get the point. So as a father, be very kind, compassionate, but don't be overly protective. Okay? Or don't become a person who doesn't care also. You have to show a little bit of love. It is important. So, this is the story of Dhruva, and this is how the Lord comes in front of him. Now we go to the next one, which is verse 9. Maharaj Vena went astray from the path of righteousness, and the Brahmans chastised him by the thunderbolt curse. By this King Vena was burnt with his good deeds and opulence and was en route to hell. The Lord, by his causeless mercy, descended as his son by the name of Prithu, delivered the condemned King Vena from hell and exploited the earth by drawing all kinds of crops as a produce. This is another story of the Lord, one of his avatars. Now, who is this King Vena? Now, King Vena was a very powerful king. It is important to honor. It is important to honor the Brahmans. Brahman doesn't mean that caste Brahman, okay? Brahman means knowers of Brahma. The enlightened masters, the teachers, the gurus, the sages and the saints, we have to honor them. So, honoring them means whenever there is a need for you to donate, whenever there is a need for you to give them something, offer them something. Think on these lines. That let us say the master comes to your house and you treat him like an ordinary person. The problem here is King Vena treated these people like that. The Brahmins, the sages and the saints, when they visited, he thought that they are some ordinary folks in life. They are just knowledgeable people. No. There is a difference between a teacher in school whom you honor because you have no choice. The teacher can put a gun against your head, you know that, no? I will not pass your son, finished. But when a guru visits your place, when a master visits your place, it is extremely important that you honor him. How is the honor done? Honor is done by means of, giving them agra and everything. Doing an arti, giving them food, giving them gifts, stuff like that. It is extremely important to do that. You just don't call them to your house. This is a very important thing which you have to understand. These Brahmanas who went to King Vena were not honored at all. See, think like this. Many a times you will find that whoever is the Brahman means the knower of Brahma, the sage or the saint, he is not a person who is earning money anywhere outside. He doesn't go and earn anything. So when he comes to your place or when you go to his place, it is an important tradition that we offer them something. Empty-handed people who come are worthless. No, you have to give them something. And it is a mention over there in the story of King Vena that he was one of the richest kings of all time. He is this is a person who was the precursor of the entire Kuru race way before time. And he did not honor them. You are supposed to do something. You can't go empty-handed, or you can't send them empty-handed also. So give them that due. From them we take knowledge. We do not value knowledge in terms of money. In school you value knowledge for money, correct? In school you value knowledge for money. You give money to the school. How much fees are you paying the school? Today, an average parent pays around 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs per year. as fees, plus all the other things. And when the Guru is giving you all knowledge, it is valued at 5,000 rupees or 1,000 rupee. Which angle do you think that works? That is not how you treat a Guru. That is not how you treat sages and saints. When you go to Shirdi or when you go to these kind of places, you don't go there empty-handed or you say, oh, I am going to put 101 in the hundi over there. Now, why are you going to that place itself? Don't go. See, then you should not even be in spiritual. You should not even be a part of this world. The Guru Parampara is something that is to be followed. And it is an important tradition. So, King Prithu, okay, he who was the son of his, saw that lot of injustice was happening in this world. The Brahmanas were going and asking anything from everybody. So he had to straighten out. And his father, King Vena, who did a lot of penances because he had been cursed by the Brahmins. See, the Brahmins, when they don't get anything, they curse. And if they curse, the curse comes true. Please understand this. That is the reason why that King Vena was going to hell. So, by praying to Vishnu, he got him back. So, this is one more avatar we are going to learn in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And this about King Prithu we are going to learn more. So, now we go to the next one. The verse 10. The Lord appeared as the son of Sudevi, the wife of King Nabhi, and was known as Rishabdev. He performed materialistic yoga in the equibalence of mind. The stage is also accepted as the highest perfection situation of liberation, whereas one is situated in oneself and completely satisfied. One more avatar of his is called Rishabdev. He was the son of Sudevi and Nabhi. Now, this is something which you have to caution yourself. If you are in the yoga, the path of yoga, you are doing all those asanas and this and that and all those things. Please don't overdo it. Do you get what I am saying? Human beings love to overdo it. They torture their bodies. They make them very thin. Have you seen those people from Nepal and other places in this world? They are sitting in the mountains, have not eaten for 4 years, 10 years, 12 years. Have you seen them? They are full bones. Well, it is not supposed to be like that. King Rishabdev, he was known for this. He did those extreme ways. It is materialistic yoga. You understand what materialistic yoga? It is connected to your material body only. Spiritual body, it doesn't connect. Whatever yoga that you are doing and learning in school, college or these yoga classes and all that, that is the Jada yoga. Basically, it is going to hold you onto this earth. That is not yoga. Yoga basically is union with God in the spiritual world of devotion. But in the other world, it is called Jada Yoga, where you want to make your body very strong and powerful. If you today look at Arnold Schwarzenegger or even that other people, do you look at them as a weak person having a beard and all that, looking like this? No. You want them to be pumping, iron, all well built and all that. You don't want to see them like that. Even actors, all these actors that are there, Aquaman, this one, that one, all this kind of movies, only for the movie they will do pumping iron. After that, they are flabby, their stomachs are out, they are looking like a horrible person. At that time, you will understand that whatever they did was for the movie or for that particular situation. After that, they can't do it. So, you cannot continue to go to the gym till you die. There has to be a limit and a stop to it. There is a person who is continuously doing something like running 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers at the age of 78 and 3 hours doing like this full time. I told that person, what kind of an idiot are you? I have not directly spoken in these words, but you understand my way of talking is like this. The person is not supposed to do all those things. You are not one foot, both your feet are in the grave just now. Stop doing this kind of activities. Your body is impossible to take it. Okay, no, don't do this. Some people think that at the age of 60, 65 and all, they can go and play games. So they will go to the gym, they will go to these tennis courts and this courts and that courts and boxing matches and God knows what kind of things. Sir, 60, 65, 70, 75, please don't try also. Don't do that. Do little exercise at home. Don't overstretch yourself. Don't go for 2 hours, 3 hours and play for some kind of a game. Tuck, tuk, tuck, tuk. What is that game going to give you? Tell me. You are playing against one stupid ball. Or one thing. And what are you winning over there? Your brain? It's not growing in any angle. Yes, you get little entertained. You watch the stupid matches on television. What is your gain, by the way? Are you gaining anything by watching matches? Even a little iota of knowledge increases in your case? Oh, this one scored century, that one did this and that one did that. So many goals were scored. Really? What have you done? One ball, 11 idiots. One side or the other side. And they are running after that one ball. And there are billion idiots watching it. I mean, just imagine. I don't like the games. Personally, I hate the games. Because there is no point in doing something which is not even going to give you your future life. There is no scope for you. You are going to become a ball and you are going to get kicked around in your next life. Don't worry. And someday you will go and fall in the shit also. Okay? So that kind of games, that kind of things which people are doing, what are they doing for? I restricted some people doing it. Some people listen to me, some people don't listen to me. And when they don't listen to me, then Rishabh Dev type of thing happens to them. Got the point or no? Don't overdo anything in life. Alright? And which also means don't underdo also. Okay? Otherwise, Guruji has said, I am not supposed to do all these things. I will not exercise. Let my stomach grow as it is. He told me you should eat because God gives you, so you keep on eating. God gives me sleep, so I'll keep on sleeping. What should I do? No. Everything has to be done in moderation. I will be starting my Bhagavad Gita class on Friday. Please attend that class. You will get more knowledge than this. Okay? These are stories. That is philosophy and knowledge. Way of life. So this is how we have to understand life. So Rishabh Dev, when he overdoes things, this doesn't work. But he is the Lord himself. Who can say anything to the Lord? Okay. So he is that particular form of his. Now we go to the next one. Next one is the horse. The Lord appeared as Hayagriva incarnation in a sacrifice performed by me. That is Brahmaji is saying this. He is the personified sacrifices and the hue of his body is golden. He is personified Vedas as well, and the super soul of all the demigods. When he breathed, all the sweet sounds of the Vedic hymns came out of his nostrils. Hayagriva is another avatar which we are going to talk about. Now, who is Hayagriva and why does he have to have the horsey face? You won't like to know, no? Half of him is man, half of him is horse. From his neck onwards, he is horse. Well, in our Hindu pantheon, we have got lions and tigers and horses and elephants and everything in our. So don't worry, our gods are all multifarious. So why not have a horse as a god? So from here onwards, neck onwards, Hayagriva. Okay? Hayagriva means neck upwards is horse. Alright? So what happens to Hayagriva? Now Hayagriva is an avatar. He is a normal person, God. One day, he sees that Brahmaji is gone somewhere. So this person, this great God, he says, Brahmaji has all these. Have you seen Brahmaji? He's got those, in one hand he has got the Vedas, other Kamandalu and that stick of his and all that. You've seen that, no? So one day he keeps this Vedas somewhere and goes away. So this Hayagriva, he goes over there and he looks like a horse. So in that place, a horse head nobody cares for. So, and suddenly he sees Brahmaji is going somewhere, so he takes that, robs those Vedas and goes away. Okay? And he consumes the Vedas. He wants to know. So Hayagriva becomes a very intelligent God. He has the knowledge of the Vedas. So, Saraswati, you know Saraswati, no? She is the daughter and also whatever of Brahmaji. She comes to know. So she wants those back. So she goes to Hayagriva and Hayagriva becomes her guru and gives her back the Vedas. So Saraswati becomes the goddess of knowledge after that. These is stories, okay? So it is basically an idea where she becomes the goddess of knowledge, wisdom, enlightenment, blah, blah, blah. In the previous lesson, we did something that is last week, 10 days ago or 12 days ago, we did one very beautiful scripture. In that scripture, we learnt about God is fast asleep. Narayana is fast asleep. Fast asleep means snoring away and all that. He is in a yoga nidra. So in the yoga nidra, when he is sleeping now, at that time it so happens that from his ears, these two guys come out. Who are they? Madhu and Kaitam. Who? Madhu and Kaitam. So now you will understand why the Lord has to take this form. So Narayana takes a form of Hayagriva and kills these Madhu and Kaitaba. It's not mentioned in that scripture, but it is told to you over here that Hayagriva is a form taken up by the Lord to kill Madhu and Kaitaba. So after that the form wants to become more enlightened. So now I hope you got the point. So this is the story continuation. So I first told you the first part and then I went to prelude. So all those stories are connected like this. So Hayagriva is a form which kills Madhu and Kaitaba and later on takes the Vedas from Brahmaji and then he consumes them, and consume means doesn't eat, okay? Nobody is eating Vedas. Means reading and understanding, knowledge is coming out of it, and he's an enlightened being. So then he gives that knowledge to Saraswati. And that is the reason why he is also the Guru of Saraswati. So Guru of knowledge is Hayagriva. So the Lord appears as Hayagriva incarnation in sacrifice performed by me. Brahmaji has to wake up Narayana. He is the personified sacrifices, and the hue of the body is golden. He is the personified Vedas as well. Now you understand, he is Vedas incarnate. The knowledge he has taken and Vedas he has consumed, that is why. And the super soul of all demigods. Remember, all these demigods had gone when the Madhu and Kaitab came about. Please save, please save, please save. When he breathed, all the sweet sounds of the Vedic hymns came out of his nostrils. So here you will find that we have come to one more avatar of his, Hayagriva, and this avatar is, the story of this will be given to you in detail when we are doing the further Srimad Bhagavatam. Detailed stories will be given. I will also add some little bits here and there. Script writer, you require screenplay direction, so I will also give you a little part of my stories. So here we have come and seen so many forms of his so far, and today we will stop over here.